start the recording also. Okay. So the introductory recording I will upload on YouTube, so you can all watch it there because it does not belong to any course. Uh, Tomorrow we will start from the very first course. We will start with plate tectonics initially, because I feel when you start, you shouldn't start with some subjects which are very difficult, but you should also not start with something which is very obvious or very easy. Sometimes, for example, subjects such as sedimentology could be very easy. So that's what we are going to start with. And today, if you have any questions related to course or how you can access it, those questions also I will answer. Okay. So it's more of an informal class today, and also I'll so that I can get to know you more. We will also start with a little bit of introductions. So that's, I think, the first thing that we should do. That is getting to know each other. I have sent you link to join the WhatsApp group also. So those who have also not paid the complete fee, but you can also join. Or for those who, some of you who are attending it as a demo class, you can also join the WhatsApp group that we have created, so that you can have sort of an idea of WhatsApp group is like something where you can ask questions for quick review. Otherwise, we also have discussion forums for each course. So if you have some questions specific to a particular course or particular lesson, it's better to ask them on the course discussion forum. Whereas if you have like some general questions or related to course access, or if there is some important notification that you would want to share, so that is something you can share uh, on on the WhatsApp group. Okay. And we can be like where you can expect quicker replies than course discussion forum. Okay. So before moving on, I think we should start with introductions. So
Hello, sir. I'm
hello.
Saurav.
Hi Saurav.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Uh, and I'm from Uttarakhand and from Bageshwar, Uttarakhand.
Okay.
And I've already graduated in 2020
Okay.
um, from BSc program.
Mm-hmm.
I had geology as a subject,
Okay.
and mm, I usually face. I gave GATE this year, but just for the
Mm-hmm.
experience.
Yes. Yeah.
So I actually I was preparing for JAM, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
appeared in GATE 2. So the most tough part that I got was numerical.
Yes.
I
No.
handled the theory portion very well,
Okay.
but the numericals were not good.
Okay.
So
Yes, yes, yes. So that's what we'll focus. You'll get like enough practice in this course for the numerical part in form of quizzes in within the course, each courses, as well as in form of test series. So don't worry about that. It's just about practice. Numericals are not very hard usually in GATE, so they are usually one or two steps at max. Most of the cases, you just need to remember formula. Some concepts, for example, from geochemistry, there was one question, so those can be a little hard to tackle, but otherwise it's not very difficult.
yes, so
Okay.
your teachings were very good. I watched the lectures of the basin analysis and all,
Hmm.
and the introductory lecture about the isostasy. That was I
Okay.
understood it quite completely.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very
thank you.
excited.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, happy to have you, Saurav, on board. Okay. Who goes next? Any
Hello, sir.
volunteers? Hello, Akash.
Hello, sir. I'm Akash Desai from MS University. I completed my
Hmm.
graduate and post-graduation from MS University, Baroda, Gujarat.
Okay. Yeah.
I also part of your planet geology group last year.
Yes.
I qualified, but not get good rank in GAT.
Hmm.
But I tell to all my classmates in here that sir teaching is really very good, and it's help us to clear our concept in geology. I also cleared, sir, this year I also cleared my my state level hydrology exam, class 2
Okay. Yeah.
officer in
Yeah. That's
prelims, and right now I
congratulations.
am.
Yeah, Akash, for the.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm.
Just because of your lecture, I clear my work concepts, and that's helped me in this exam. And right now I am preparing for mains exam for my state level.
Okay, yeah, all
the
the best,
hydrology.
Akash, for your exam. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
okay. Can you all see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, let me see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, let me move on to the presentation part. Right. Okay, can you see the presentation also?
Yes, sir.
Can you now see the presentation? Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. All right. So let's move on. So this I said like is not it'll not lecture one. I'm not saying because lecture zero. This is just an introductory class today, and we'll just go through some of the course features. So you already know the start date and expected completion date. So for the syllabus, that's October 21. Uh, and it's not that lectures will end here or tests will end. The course does not end in October 21. The course will go on until gate examination this year, and for those who have enrolled in GSI also, so until GSI mains next year. So this is just for the expected completion. Again, sometimes what happens is students request for some difficult topics. For example, last year it was for the crystal system, different crystal systems within crystallography. So there we ended up spending more time than we had planned. So this may change based on that. We will have live videos just like we are having today in this format, Google Meets. So if you miss any of these videos, which I recommend that you don't, but if you do, so you can actually access them from the course website. So this is the course website. So normally our the website is planetgeology.com. So all our courses, you will see this on the core domain at learn.planetgeology.com. So that is where all our courses will be available. So all the recordings of the lectures will be uploaded within 24 hours of the class. So before you go to the next class, sometimes there might be a little delay due to, let's say, technical issues, or I get busy, like super busy with something, because there is some processing that needs to be done. But for 90% of the cases, these recordings will be uploaded within 24 hours of the class. So if you sometimes you're busy with something or timing doesn't suit you, so then you can actually go through this part. So lecture slides, you will have online access on from the same website, so you can view all the lecture slides, and practice quizzes and numerical problems will also be available on the course website. Okay, so this I'll send you link to this course website, and for the very first time you will have to register for the very first course only, not for the subsequent courses. So for example, we'll start with plate tectonics tomorrow, and then you enroll in that course, and then I will for any subsequent courses, igneous, mineralogy and all, I will enroll in those courses. The next for test series specifically, so this is different from practice quizzes and numerical problems. For test series, where you will have to attempt the exam in a given time frame, so you will have to go through on this particular website, which is examplanetgeology.com. So I will send you the link to this course, and I'll tell you about how it works also. Okay, so anyway, not something that we will start right off within the first three or 4 weeks. We will start with test series after we have covered some part of the syllabus. Okay, so the pattern will be, I think this question was again asked in the introductory webinar also. So we will finish one subject. That's how it works. So usually, and then move on to the next one. Okay, so just as to maintain continuity. Class schedule for the start, it might evolve over time based on, like, again, student inputs and time availability. But for the initial weeks, we'll be having the classes at the same time, 9 p.m. Usually classes, I plan for a topic. I don't usually plan the end time. Usually classes take 2 hours. Sometimes they go 2.5 hours also if students have too many questions. And I don't like usually cut off class saying like now time is over, so go off. If you keep having questions, I keep taking them. We'll have 5 classes per week, Monday Tuesday will be off, so because weekend, some of you are still in your university, so and you do have classes on the weekdays, so the 2 days off we are having are on the weekdays. Again, something we can this be changed with time, and any change in the schedule you will be notified beforehand. And the same Google link for the meet will work every time. So the one that you used to join today, what I do is I just add it to my calendar every day so that I get a reminder 10 minutes before the class. And when I click on the calendar on that, you can go to Google Calendar, and when I click on that, it shows me the link every time, and then I can just use that link to join the classes. Okay, so moving on to the next part. So the course website registration, which I was saying for the first step. So this is how the course website look, where you have all the courses. So I will send you the link for the specific courses for which you have to register. So I will share the link for this step. And for the subjects to be released later, you will be registered automatically. So you only have to do it for the first time. And what you need to do is you will so see the course page like this. So you will see two options. For example, for GATE 2022 course I will launch. So this is just a demo for demo purposes. So you will see two options: to buy the course or to register for free preview. In total, we will have around 16 courses corresponding to each subject of GATE, plus some additional courses if you are enrolled in GSI course also. In addition, we may have a few courses for the common section. For example, last year we didn't cover it, but for astronomy or any geophysics part, which is part of common section, but not specifically part of geology. So that may be another course. So in total, you can expect around 16 courses for this. So you just have to enroll in free preview so that all your course details will be made available. And once you enroll in this course, you can go through plate tectonics. So it's not like there is not a single course for the entire GATE. We have courses for individual subjects. It's better to navigate this way, and you will have more clarity, and you can see your progress, how what part you have completed for each course. On the course website, you have features which I already discussed in the intro webinar also. So you can go through video lectures, you can have practice problems, and all of the lecture slides will be available there. Few lectures which are very basic concepts, I may pre-record and upload those. They will not be very long, usually let's say 20-30 minutes lectures. So sometimes I can upload those, pre-record them, then you can go through those before or after that. Okay. So this is for the course webinar registration. So again, remember to enroll for free preview. Do not go and click on the buy link part. Some of you have already registered, I know, from the previous courses or who were in the structural geology course. So I will, but I would still say for the first course, just register so that I have all your details. Now coming to the test series part. So a minimum of 12 tests are planned. Last year we had promised 4 tests for the crash course. It was a shorter course, but we actually ended up with 5. So one additional. So this year minimum 12. It may go up to 16. That this tests, but minimum 12 is promised. So as I said, there will be like 16 subjects in total. So usually what happens in one subject we cover, so in one test we usually cover 2 subjects. So you will have 8 limited syllabus subjects, means you will not have full syllabus test. So usually you will have 2 tests, 2 subjects. That's the normal pattern. Then if there is any change to it, you will be communicated those changes. So it's 2 subjects, and then each of these tests will cover 2 previous year papers also, because previous year papers is covering those is very important part of your GATE preparation. So prepare all these sources that you're told for each subject. Okay, that way your preparation will be on track. You will have a schedule for you so that you will cover the syllabus well ahead of time. Okay, so I think those who were in previous last year in this course, they already know this format. This year just we will have more tests, and we will have more complete syllabus tests also. Just because in test we there is only you can cover 65 questions, and for geology it will be just 50 questions, and those are also for two subjects, so that you have additional practice. uh, some standard sources or practice books will be told to you, especially let's say also say for objective geology. It is important for some subjects where, especially for non-numerical part, where you may find it very difficult to learn some of the concepts such as related to Indian stratigraphy, some landforms related in geomorphology or crystal classes. So when you in this book usually you will find over 250 questions from each subject. So it's not that you will directly get questions from these, but it's just that sometimes when you see a question and then see I've not studied this concept, you go back to the sources, you read it. So it's more of like an involved learning rather than just going through slides. As I always say, going through slides is not the most effective way of studying. So it's better that you study from these parts, is that you keep practicing questions and then keep going back to the sources to study. Oh, I don't understand this part correctly. And then aptitude part is also part of our tests, limited tests. So usually what we do is, as because this course we do not have aptitude classes, but the best way you can do is just keep practicing what came in previous year papers, the aptitude part. So usually these two subjects, these two previous year papers which will be covered, just study aptitude or solve all questions from these. We usually change those values a little bit so that you don't cram the answer, you actually understand the process of solving those. After you solve like all the previous year papers, so you would have already covered all enough, you would have got enough aptitude practice. So this is something which will be covered, which you will have to cover. Again, the answers will vary because we'll change those numerical values in this part. After covering this, there will be 4 full-length syllabus tests where everything that is mentioned above will be covered, so that you get enough practice of those. Again, we have enough time for all these this year because we are starting very early in April. So this is how the course website looks. So it will look just like your Gate user interface. So you will have all your questions here. This year I'm not sure because Gate pattern was different. There was no different sections. So we will I think even last year we had those questions. You won't get like those sections differently, but the questions were not jumbled. So first, for example, 15 or 25 questions will belong to particular topic or particular section. It was like that. First 10 questions would be aptitude. So this is how you would get. So you can keep track of time, calculator and everything on this course website. So it will be exactly in the same interface as the Gate. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So there are some tips that I would recommend for you to be successful in the course. The first one, which is most important one, and which I know from last year's course also. So because these recordings are also available on course website, students stop attending live lectures after some time. That is not something that you should do, because when you are in a lecture and you have to attend 1.5 hour lecture, when it's live you can attend because you can ask questions, you'll be more involved. It's difficult to do that if you have on recordings, you'll be more distracted. That's one thing. Second thing is, if you're relying on recordings, sometimes 1 or 2 days you will miss, and then it will the new videos will start piling up, and then you will start to lag behind. Okay, so it's I don't recommend. So those recordings are just if you want to sort of revise, or you missed some concept in the class, you want to rewatch it, or sometimes due to, let's say, unavoidable circumstances, you have to miss a lecture. Only then you should go to the recordings. Otherwise, please attend live lectures. That's an important part of your preparation, is to be consistent, so and to be regular. It's not what happens sometimes. Students, they start off like super motivated, and for first 2 or 3 weeks they are like, I will just crack the examination, I'll be top of this world. But that's also not good. So just be consistent. Don't be super excited. Don't be super subdued. So be involved, but be excited. Okay. For a given test, prepare. If you are doing test series, very important, prepare sincerely from all recommended sources. So whatever sources we have recommended, do all those questions. You don't need to really be concerned about preparing from other stuff. So whatever you are told, prepare from that. Previous year papers, prepare lecture slides, go through those, and course quizzes, attempt them again before the test, so that you can prepare well in the perform well in the exam. Prepare handwritten notes, very important for each topic. It's not just that you will have something to revise from. It's just that when you're preparing notes, you learn better, you retain information better when you're preparing notes. It will definitely be super helpful during your what I would say revision part, because it's not always best to go through lecture slides. So open lecture slides, start preparing your notes. As I said, don't be overcharged or undercharged. Overcharged is sometimes I've seen like students, they'll be super excited for first 1 or 2 weeks, and then they will lose steam very quickly. That's also not good. And don't be undercharged. You have to be excited. You should love what you're doing. Uh, Ask a lot of questions. So that's what I always recommend. So that's how you learn. I also like to teach better when there are a lot of questions. And again, as I said, consistency is the key, rather than being like super excited and with full of steam for 2 weeks and then losing steam after that. It's doing very simple things over and over again. Don't uh, you don't have to do something extraordinary to be successful. This part you just need to do very simple. Be consistent, be on time, attend lectures, prepare for the quizzes. That's all that you need to do. Okay. Okay, with this we end the slideshow. So again, open to any questions that you may have. I may also show you very quickly the test series platform. Let me see if I have it here. So how it will look. So this is the URL. I will share again this with you on in email. Yes. So this is already logged in. So this is how it will look, the interface. So your tests which you have been assigned will appear here. So these are from some demo tests and then from the previous year. So on the left hand side you will see your reports and all, where if you have like performed any scores in the test, any documents, for example, reports, you can see the solutions in the reports as well. Documents is if I upload syllabus for any test or answer keys or solutions, which if they are not visible in the reports part, sometimes I upload them in the document section. So you can see there. You can download the app also if you want. So you can give this test on the apps. But I would recommend, if you have a laptop, to you actually use that, because you will actually get that examination feel, how it works. And so you can, in my tests, this is where you will see any test that you have been assigned. So you can start, for example, any test, where it will open a new window. It will perform some tests whether your browser is compatible or not, and then you will move on to these tests. I don't know why this is not showing in full window, but okay, this is strange. Yeah, so this is just a demo test. So you can go. I can see this is screen is blocking. Okay, again I think it was already open. Let's see. Okay, it has come on this side of, yes. And you can just click on next, and it will take you to the actual test website. Okay, so it will just prepare these, and then you can have like some you can comment on the answer. So in this there are only 5 questions. So, and actually this is just a demo test, not in the actual grade format. So you can actually keep attempting these. Done. You can click submit test if you want to before that if you want to submit, and it'll generate those results for you. So finally you'll get, so I was just like attempting random questions, so this is the score, and you'll get an overview of the score. Okay, so you can close it, you can go back to again if you want to. This is an incomplete test. I think it should start from the where from the part where you left, but it's recommended that you do it in one go. It's not coming. Next, I think, yeah, this will show you in an actual gate format, so you'll get this instruction and all as you do with gate. Yes, so these this year multiple choice question or multiple correct answers questions were not part of the exam, but they can be part of the exam next year. So we do have these kind of questions. You will, like, for example, get these square boxes where you can select these, and you'll get this overall format where you can jump to any question. You will see if you have attempted the question or not. Anything that is answered will be in green, otherwise in red. So this is what you'll get from the course website. Again, time and all, so you can use online calculator as well, so you can get practice of that for the examination purposes. So again, this you will get all everything with the course. So something which is important. So you will have to register separately for the test series. Okay, separately for the course, the only the first time you need to do that, and separately for the test series. And then I will give those steps also. Okay. All right. So with this, I think we are done. I'll just close this so that it will show again incomplete. Okay. Any questions?
Sir, how the classes for GSI prelims and test series will go?
So test series for we currently it's only for GSI prelims, so it will be along with this only. So I will announce additional tests for those who are enrolled in GSI, because GSI questions are slightly different. They sometimes ask like more basic things. So just they would ask what is principle of original horizontality or lateral continuity, things like that also. And so we will have test series for GSI prelims. Mains, as I said in the introductory webinar also, it's not planned, but as I said like many times towards the end, I will definitely, last year we did deliver more than what we promised in the courses. So I will, for example, extended the availability of the courses or accessibility in terms of until when you can access those courses. So definitely we can plan something for the mains also, but currently you will get tests for this. Or this 12 tests are only for gate. You will definitely have additional tests for GSI preparation. Okay.
Sir, after completing any test, can we reappear on that test, the same test?
Yes. So last year I gave 3 attempts. So you will have 3 attempts to reappear on that test. So you will have, yeah, definitely you can reappear on the test after you give once. So in total you have 3 attempts. Okay. And tomorrow we'll start with plate tectonics. Last year we started with plate tectonics also, or geophysics. After a while I also start taking students inputs, like which course would you like to cover next. Don't want to start with something very difficult very start at the start, if it because it will end up taking more time. So it's this preparation and all that, there is a lot of like psychological aspects to it also. You when you're covering, it needs to be right balance. You shouldn't spend too much time on covering very basic subjects also. Okay, you shouldn't keep spending like doing geomorphology, which I think most of you would be pretty good at geomorphology, but we'll cover those also. But it's not should be super hard at the start, because when you have spent 1 month and you see like, oh, I have already covered 2-3 subjects in 1 month and I have a good grasp of those, so that motivates you. And then when you're in the flow of preparation, you can move on to slightly more difficult subjects. And you should also cover something which you find a little hard, or which you do not understand very well. Maybe it could be, for example, in plate tectonics, we study triple junctions, questions related to those, or isostasy, those questions comes. So something which is not super difficult, also which is not very extensive. For example, if you start with mineralogy crystallography, that's vast syllabus. That's something which comes towards the middle of the courses when you are in full flow. And again, towards the end, it will be like super easy subjects which are left just to very quickly cover geomorphology and all those subjects. So that's how I usually design the courses, and seeing like it works the best. Okay, and we'll start with the subjects tomorrow. I will send you the link to register on the course website. Test series will come later. Okay, so on the course website, please do register, and you will start to see some maybe lecture slides that are already uploaded, and then we will move on to, and every day I will keep on adding new chapters as we, so for example, if we start with plate tectonics, so something related to isostasy, or then we will move on to those anomalies, so that will be in one chapter. And then when we move on to, let's say, triple junction, so that will be another chapter. Supercontinent cycle, next chapter. So we will keep on adding those things to those chapters. I've added syllabus to the course, so you'll see that syllabus in the chapter 0 itself, where it will be mentioned what is gate syllabus, what is GSI syllabus. Usually, for example, for plate tectonics in GSI, it's called geodynamics, but it's basically plate tectonics, and some part of it is covered in as physical geology itself also. So if there are any additional topics, so for GSI, there are some subjects which are not part of GATE. Okay, so those subjects will be covered as separate. So as separate, you will see courses on the website, separate subjects which you have to register for. There are some topics there are some subjects which are common. Most subjects are common between GATE and GSI. For example, mineralogy, crystallography, igneous petrology. But there could be some individual topics which are specifically important only for GSI. So those topics, additional topics between common subjects for GATE and GSI, I will launch just one course for it, not individual. So there will not be individual course for, let's say, metamorphic petrology for GSI and for GATE, because there is a lot of overlap. One or two additional topics will be there in a separate course, where all additional topics will be there. So you will get to know it when we move onto it. For example, last year we had a course which was called just doubt clearing sessions, where all the sessions that we have, doubt clearing sessions, all the lectures were uploaded there irrespective of the subject. So it had like those doubt clearing sessions from all the previous lectures. Okay, but you'll get to know when we move on to those. Last year I didn't explain anything, but it worked out pretty fine. Okay, all right, any final questions, comments, remarks? So today it'll be a short lecture, and then we'll move on to the course from tomorrow.
Sir, I want to ask.
Yeah, hi Jugal. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I want to ask about that, sir. UPSC hydrogeology, sir. Sir, will it be including under the GATE syllabus and the GSI syllabus the things?
Hydrogeology is not included. That's an entirely, because it involves like 4 or 5 more subjects. But
Yes, sir.
If there is demand for that, we will launch for a separate course for that. But at the moment it's not included. It's only geology, hydrogeology part, which is part of geology itself. Okay, which
Okay,
is,
sir.
that will be covered. Okay, last year we covered, and I saw many topics. If you look at hydrogeology exam, except a few, they are part of. They were already covered in last year's. For example, groundwater flow equations for isotropic and isotropic, which are actually difficult topics. They were covered part of as hydrogeology course for the GATE examination as well. This year hydrogeology course will be more detailed, so a lot of overlap will be there for the hydrogeology exam. For example, you would see type of tube wells and all, that will be covered. There are some specific topics for hydrogeology examination. For example, where you have to build those inflow equations. When you are you have a well and you have to model how water is flowing into the well, and you have those inflow equations and outflow equation, flow into well bore and all. So that those are slightly advanced topics. They require more advanced mathematical treatments also. So that will require like a separate course for it. But some things are just part are common across the syllabus for hydrogeology.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yes. There was one more question. I think someone had.
Sir, actually, while we study the subject,
Mhm.
so do we cover the previous year question in the while studying that part, or it will be
Yes,
separate?
definitely we cover. I think who were there in previous course, maybe Akash, you can answer. We always cover those previous year questions in the class as a part and understand. That's how I actually learn, right? Akash, you know
Yes,
like
sir. Yes, sir.
from last year course.
Yes, sir.
So
For
almost
every
like
from every topic, sir. After every topic clear, complete, sir. Sir, jump into the last year question and clear all the question from the last year papers.
yeah, even if I miss something, so if you have like if you ask go through those papers, so you can actually cover those subject wise also. So that's why like we will start those courses a little later, the test series. So when you go through test series, you will actually be covering all subjects also. This year you have more time, so all the questions from previous year gate papers by like let's say should be on your fingertips. I think that should be done within first 2 months itself. So you should have a file or a book with yourself where all the previous year gate papers are there. Keep going through them. What is coming in the exam? Everything should be on your fingertips, and it will be after a while, and then you can do that. Make good use of last year. I think because it was short course, I was also super busy with preparing slides and everything. I got less time to answer questions on the discussion forum, but I did whenever I got the chance. On each course there is a discussion forum, and you can actually put, if you have any question related to, let's say, a particular slide, just put in the slide number. Or if you have any question related to video, if maybe I spoke something incorrectly, that can happen, right? So or there is some error, or you have a question, so just write the time at this time on the video, or on this particular slide I have this question. And I recommend, last year again students were a little less active, but if you are enrolled in the course, so those who are not, let's say, it's not that only I will answer those questions, so other students can also answer those questions on the discussion forum. Okay, and that's something I recommend. By answering questions which other people are having, so you get to learn a lot more. The worst strategy to learn anything is to open up slides and keep going through slides again and again. Okay, that's not the best strategy. That's important definitely the first time, but the way you learn more is being more interactive. It's like treating something as your pet, these subjects, and working along with it, being more involved. Keep seeing what questions other people are having, trying to answer those questions. When you try to answer those questions, you'll see your doubts, definitely your concepts become even clearer. Okay, keep good use of the WhatsApp channel also. So if you have not already joined it, so I have already sent the link in with the email, so you can use that to join. Okay, any questions? There are final questions.
So just like last year,
Mm-hmm.
when there was extra like separate topic, separate like website for numerical questions only, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So this year also will be like that only.
Separate, you're asking like course or?
No, sir. So like last year there was a numerical problems in geology, like separate questions were there only numerically based.
Yes, so that those are like few practice questions. I think now those are available for free. They were created by Mrinal sir, so anyone can go and enroll and then practice in those. Those are there for practice, but individually in each course, like you would have seen with remote sensing course, right? So after a topic, you have some practice questions, right? So those questions will be there for not there. Those individual courses for numericals are there, but there will be numericals in individual course also. So last year we had less of those because of shortage of time, but in this year, after like in each chapter in each course, you will see practice non-numerical type quizzes as well, where they are just subjective, as well as numerical problems in each chapter, and then there will be numerical problems in the test series as well.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Hi, Saurabh.
sir, after the completion of course in
Mhm.
October, how things will go? Like how classes will go regularly?
So classes,
Hi, sir.
it depends, like if it is finished in October or if there is some delay, but if definitely course will be finished way much before the gate exam. After the course is finished, the frequency of subjects are completed, the frequency of classes will be reduced. Okay, it's not that course will not end there, because you will keep having doubts, and there are always some topics which we need to cover. So and you may have like some special request where, okay, you say that I need to cover these topics again, maybe we need to go through these concepts are not clear. So just the frequency will reduce, the course will go on, live lectures will go on until I would say 2 or 3 weeks before the gate examination. Then also we'll have more interactive sessions if finally maybe on they will be on request, but classes will go on right until gate exam next year, and for GSI students right until GSI exam, mains exam next year.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
yeah,
Yes.
one doubt, one more doubt, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, actually, if some student have any doubts or any queries
Yeah.
regarding to his or topic, so rather than messaging you individually, I think it would be better to post in the discussion forum or in the meeting, classroom meeting, so that other students will also get benefit.
Yes,
Rather
definitely.
than
That's yeah. That's
rather than individually
yes.
your
That's a
suggestion. It's a humble suggestion only.
yes, yes. No. That's a actually wonderful suggestion, and that's completely I agree it with 110%, because it's sometimes 2 or 3 students may be having same doubt. Okay, so rather than answering those individually, if you want to have discussion, those should not be like related to questions. So post the questions if you have any technical or course subject related questions, post them in the discussion forum, or if you want a quick answer, post them in the WhatsApp group. Don't ask individually. Individually, it's more related to guidance. Okay, how your preparation is going on. If you need any help, maybe some interview is coming up, if you need help with that, so those things you can ask me personally. Okay, so then I can answer those, or you are having any you are not motivated itself, you missed some part, how to cover those. So general questions you ask me personally, but anything that is related to a particular topic, subject related, technical question, those doubts, please post them on the discussion forum. That's where I recommend. Okay, I might create a discussion forum specific on the just on the course website also, where you can post those questions. uh, but it's better to have those in individual subjects, so you know like where those are there. Okay, so because then it can be specific. Someone, for example, I didn't explain explain certain concept in the video lecture, then you can ask that question, okay, at 35 minutes, what do you mean to say here in this particular part when you're going through this. Then anyone in future, if you're reviewing that, someone reviews that in future, they would know like, okay, so they can see the discussion forum, and then it's in context. Okay, so if you post it on WhatsApp group, for example, then that link is not there. Okay, so that will stay in the WhatsApp group. It's always good to post on the discussion forum. Okay, that's something I recommend. Okay, any other questions? All right, guys, it was wonderful to have you all in the class today. I'm super excited with the start of this new course, and I uh, I hope that you all benefit from it. I'm certain like you will benefit from it. Just you also need to put in effort from your side. It's gate preparation is not super hard. You don't need to spend 12 hours studying every day. Even if you study, let's say you're watching lectures every day, just study those, go through the slides which are covered in the lectures. It after the lecture you just need to spend 2-3 hours every day, and if you miss some day, then compensate for it the next day. Do small things right every day. It's not that I don't recommend doing 8-12 hours every day. In the start you will lose steam very quickly. It's more important to be consistent, and if you are consistent, there is more than enough time until next year's examination. You will cover those concepts way before time, and then you will have ample time for preparation. And it's very important this year to be sincere, because there is a high chance that companies will start to release notifications. A lot of people have retired from ONGC. They are retiring. It was their plan. I know to keep recruiting until 2025 in large numbers. They will continue after that also, but the numbers may reduce. So it's very important that this year you prepare well, and and don't wait until like ONGC releases notification in September. Don't wait until September to start your preparation. Many times students will, and then they will suddenly wake up. Oh, it's there. If you keep preparing early, you will definitely be ahead of the competition by that time. And these some opportunities keep coming up here and there. Maybe ISRO releases some notification. BARC is there, Coal India. So these will keep coming up. So don't think about those things when you're preparing now. Okay, don't think whether, oh, whatever. Don't go every day and check ONGC website careers if they've released any notification. Focus on your preparation. Things will turn for good, and then something will come up at some time, and you shouldn't regret that it's already too late by that time. Okay, right, everyone. See you tomorrow in the class. Use the same link to join the class at the same time, and we will start with the actual course tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you,
sir. Have a
sir.
good day.
Thank you, sir.